Hello everyone, you read the title of the video, so let's get right into it. Let's start with X mode. Almost all chains and moves are the same to Iceborne, except that the animations have been reworked and the fading slashes are faster now, which is really nice and makes them even more reliable for evading attacks. Heavy Slam can now be performed after just 2 wild swings, very nice as well, and the Power X mode now increases the damage dealt with X attacks, and it increases the amount of switch gauge you build up with each successful X attack. The switch gauge behavior changed, but more on that later. The only move that actually changed in the X moveset is the Rising Slash, which is now our offset Rising Slash. We have a counter in Sword mode and an offset slash in X mode. This offset Rising Slash can topple a monster if you hit it while the monster is attacking with certain attacks. Which attacks are this? Well, we still need some more info on that, but basically all attacks where the monster puts its body weight behind, and let's say the moves where the monster can easily be brought off balance. This includes Chatakabra's jumping attack and the Doshaguma attack where he stands up and slams himself into the ground. Hitting them with the Rising Slash during their attack animation will topple them. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, sorry if I'm not too clear about it. After I think literally any X attack, including Heavy Slam, you can morph to Sword mode and continue attacking. This of course results in different morph animations. After the Heavy Slam, for example, you perform 2 quick slashes, like in Rise. Oh, and the Wide Sweep morph attack from Wild Swing is also back. And before we come to Sword mode, as an engagement tool, you have your standard poke from Iceborne, and alternatively you can perform the advancing overhead slash from Rise. Very interesting, and I love that we got both. And you don't have to dodge roll to perform a morph slash anymore, also very nice. As for focus mode, I only got to do the reversed wild swing, which is one single attack. The focus strike of Switch X, and after 4 strikes you can chain into the quick discharge as seen in the trailer or into a heavy slam. So there is no dedicated sword mode move for focus mode because you only have this one focus strike, which is the wild swing variation, which has 2 different finishers. So sword mode. The switch gauge does not replenish automatically anymore, except when the weapon is sheathed. You can only restore switch gauge by attacking in X mode. This is so simple, but I personally love that. You bought the whole Switch X, you're gonna use the whole Switch X. In Sunbreak you could pretty much completely ignore X mode with all those fancy reloads and other techniques to keep switch gauge filled, but no, you're gonna use X mode now, and again, Heavy Slam increases the amount of switch gauge you replenish with each hit, so Heavy Slam once again is an important move, which I also really appreciate. Moveset in Sword mode is the same as in Iceborne, only that we have new additions. Yes, Zero Sum Discharge is back. And again, you can play Switch X exactly how you played it in Iceborne. We only have new additional moves. We didn't lose anything. Well, we don't have the slinger bursts, and as I mentioned, the Rising Slash works a bit different, but anyway. First addition to Sword mode, the parry or counter. I used it on Gamescom, and my lord, it isn't as super powerful as the elemental burst counter, but that is totally fine. It is a parry, a counter to keep your flow going, and not your main tool for DPS. This is completely fine, and dare I say better or healthier for the weapon as a whole. Next addition, a new move to perform instead of the elemental discharge or after the discharge in one fluent chain. You can perform the compressed slash, which is kinda like the compressed discharge from Rise, anywhere in your sword mode chain. What I did, for example, was build up amp meter with double sideways slash and heavenward flurry, chain into the discharge, which would put me into amp state, and then follow up with the full release slash, which is the amped up version of the compressed slash, and basically the lightsaber move everyone is hyped about. Lightsaber move, not mode though. There is no lightsaber mode, only this one move. Here is a list of all file types we can expect to see in Wilds, and as usual, different files require a different amount of amp meter buildup. And there you have it. This obviously isn't a guide, the game isn't even in a public demo or beta phase, but yeah, a full guide will be made on release of course, and I played the demo on Gamescom, which was like 75% cutscenes, and I got to turn this toad inside out with my axe, but damn, did I have a good time doing so. I felt right at home and was almost instantly using the new additional moves with pure success, increasing the animal cruelty even further. Leave all your questions regarding Switch X in the comments, and happy hunting guys.